Okay, this is round two. Now I have to figure out how to get cards out of here without destroying them. Troy Aikman. One's pretty cool. Very cool. Brand. Again, just going through these, collecting cool. Hi, everybody. It's Carter, some Ken Griffey Jr. card. Don't know who that kid is. Yeah, let's just pull these out there. Some rookie cards. Going through. Let's get up here. Again, these were obviously a passing fad. This was what was called a CD, and they made a trading card out of it. And so, Griffey is on a CD, and there was a parallel set that are probably in here somewhere. But anywho, carrying on. Pat Burrell, 2-star. Juan Gonzalez, rated rookie. These were rookies too. 5,000. But here's a Jordan 2 diamond. That is a cool looking card. And that is to 3,000. Yeah, 3,000. But it's Jordan. It's an insert. And I have, maybe I just won't say nothing for the moment, because we're probably going to come across it in this box. Hey, look, more J.P. Lozman. And Mark McGwire. Tim Duncan. And then this is it's got a little bit different finish on it. It's the rare of that insert parallel, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's get out. These might just be stuffed in here. Nope. Might be some guy you might have heard of randomly. Kerry Wood. Gallery. Oh, I gotta get some of these protected. Okay. Let's gonna have to be a little more careful. I guess now that you see some prices on some stuff, I can't believe it's all fake. Vince Carter, I think, rookie-ish. Here's your what do we 4-star Grant Hill, 4-star. Smooth Grooves, Kevin Garnett, I think so. Kevin Garnett, Jordan, Mark McGwire. Oh, Edgar Martinez, Alfonso Soriano. So I'm going to have to Ovation. It's kind of cool because it's baseball. It has the texture. Baseball. Kerry Wood, saw him in a spring training game. Cubbies over at Hohokam in Mesa before they got the new fields. Also Soriano, yada, some more Kobe. I think I have boxes that I've got to have more than this because these were cheap packs, and I Vince Carter, Pippen, Jam Masters, Glenn Robinson. I don't know. Hopefully this is kind of giving you guys kind of a heart attack. I don't know, that'd be nice. It'd be nice to actually somewhere down the road. Reggie Miller, there's a MJ. Jam Masters with something starting to stick to the back of it. Come on, don't mess up now. That's what we call a glut of. Oh, it's just Scottie Pippen and Jordan right there, you know. I gotta find. I bought some sleeves at least. I gotta get those. I have not put any effort in this in like 15 years. I bought them. I put them in a box, and I forgot about them. Pippin, Alonzo Mourning, Latrell Sprewell, Jordan card in the noise section. Dyson, Jordan heart to heart with Pippin. That used to be like a $12 card, I believe. Last time I looked it up back in the... Here's a acetate Jordan, which is upper UD3 stuff. Kobe Bryant Jam Masters. Oh, Jordan with a die cut. I know you're probably freaking out how I'm handling these cards, but I probably should be freaking out myself a little bit. Anywho, hit that camera. Hey, buddy, make sure you hit that camera. Again, by not doing anything, I'm not really... This is like maybe the third time I've handled these cards in their history. And so... It's Carter. Jordan Metal Shredders. New court order. Yada, yada, yada. Have a ton of these. Let's go, everybody. Ooh. Not. Hold on. Van Exel. Yeah. Should know by the numbers. But trying to keep these points from getting all bunged up is a trip. I think I have probably a couple hundred of them that are in plastic. These were just... Then you have the other side. It makes a... So now I'm getting them all. I don't want to set those on their sides. Matter of fact, I'm going to put them back in the box. Come on. Cards are being unruly. I'm going to keep that guy out. Okay. And now we are flipped to the back. I'm horrible at keeping things in order. I'm just going to go through these since I can't really see the names, but obviously McGuire stuff. And that's what happens when I had a focused couple years where I just, I figured you buy a bunch of stuff when you have money. We Ichiro? Or we Alex A-Rod. And that's how blind I am right at the moment. So, Junior. And the next parallel has a fringed cut on the side. I know I have a Junior in that to 2000. Okay, now we're going to hit top loaders for a while. Oh, this one. I wish I could, I can't really see this, but you can see its pinholes, and it goes, it makes an image of his face. Metal card. Wish it was a higher ranked player, but I don't know. Then again, I don't know nowadays. We'll have to see. But Jason Terry. Albert Pujols rookie card. I sold this. Carl Yastrzemski, when I was forced to watch baseball as a kid, and then the guy never paid for it, and then I happened to see that he pointed out that it does have one little chow. These autograph cards, they're handled. They weren't like they're just stickers put on a card. So, so that'd be that deal. Tim Duncan, Ron Artist. Here's another What do we got? Garnett O'Neill and that Kobe guy again. Another. Just. Again, I'm working too many hours overtime, and I don't have a lot of time to dink around with these. When I retire, I might send some to get graded. I might just sell them raw. I will probably, the next time I probably look at these will probably be in 5 to 10 years when I'm getting ready to retire. Not that I'm relying on this to retire, because that would be a mistake. But the wife and I have decided, so for years she always wanted to go to Alaska. And then I was like, okay, yeah, Alaska's great, maybe for an interpassage cruise. But we have both decided that New Zealand, because her grandmother is from New Zealand, and Albert Bell, a little bit of Rodriguez. See, I cannot, my left eye is actually making up close stuff. Juan Gonzalez is making up close focusing real interesting. And so a lot of these I'm not really able to see very well. So apologies. Oh, yeah, Emmitt Smith rookie card for giggles. And so, again, I'm going to put these literally right back in the old vault. Juan Gonzalez. And kind of a Steve Young action going on here. Bernie Williams, that may be a rookie-ish. Bernie. Some weird dude, Marahor. Yes, I call them the Marahors because they've broken my heart so many times to be called the Mariners. Back when I think that's why I really never followed sports or got into it, because, between the Sea Dogs and the Marahors, as I like to call them, the 70s, 80s, 90s were not years filled with. I have a whole Earnhardt collection, but you guys don't want to see that because you're more interested in baseball. But cutting edge was Derek Jeter, cutting edge die cut. Damage Inc. was a little bit higher end Derek Jeter on Damage Incorporated. Super Tools, again out of the low MVP, cheap set, but really cool. They had really cool foil cards, so I'm not knocking them, and I don't think people are knocking them. 4-star Jeter, would love it if it was the. Now you got to be careful because there's one with a mirror on the stars that is the short print that is serial numbered, and a 4-star I think is to 199 or to 99. Jeter. These are all gonna be. Oh, that really plays tricks on your eyes when you're. Some of my Earnhardts. Got to throw a little bit of. JP Losman is just gonna be peeking his head out. Die cut. Love those. Earnhardt, Jeter, 2-star or 2, whatever they call it, the Star Quest. Here's a. I don't like the whole sticker. I want the person to touch the card when they sign them, and then you get this kind of stuff right here. Can we focus on this guy? Which I do like that it's at least 2 color. And I'm right in my camera here. Fabric of the game. Don Sutton. Hitting him. Carry on. Almost done here. And then we can get on with the rest of the day. So this is how unorganized I am. I got things that are flipping around that it should not be. Okay, flipping around. Now I have to make sure I can read this. Jeter. Orange, epic moment. Epic moments or epics. moments. And Jeter in that. Some more Jeter. Ovation. Back just a few MJ cards. And then we are to some more game use that doesn't really fit in my Harold Baines Jr. here. Who are we? Harold Baines Jr., I believe. Is there 2 cards in there? That's 1 card, I think. Hate those. Rookie Innovation. Not the Wallace that you're thinking of. And Kingsbury. Don't know if those guys ever did anything. This was some packs I just threw in here. It's kind of what you do when you face off. I don't think that's anything game used or nothing. It's just they had to make a extra thick pain in my Tookus card. It's like, oh, thanks. Make weird stuff. Love that. Again, I was kind of in and out, so... Oh, no. I'm just gonna... Don't even know if there's anybody... Any kind of... Again, I don't really have time to go through these. I'm just going to place them back. And again, this is, oh, there's another CD of, what we got here is this a Jeter. They had one that was called Power Tools that I have. I have a page, or I put them in a page of those. Denny Hamlin. No, Kevin Hamlin. Then I believe this is the guy that passed away, Lyle Overbay. Autograph. I'll have to look into that at some point. Here's a game used. Darren Erstad. And then, for some reason, I don't know how many autographs I put in here. Yeah. We have a Aubrey Huff and a David Cone autograph. Kind of cool. It's on a baseball threads. I'm sure it's not a real baseball, but they made it feel like that. And that is it for the mystery box. And that is going to go back, and I am on... I've been on coins, world currency. Again, like... the reason I started collecting sports cards, quite honestly, if the wife said if I bought one more Hot Wheels, she would divorce me. But she was not specific, so I started buying sports cards. And she sat there. I walked back in we were in a hotel room at my cousin's wedding. And she just looked at me like, you're an idiot. And I was like, yep. You married it. So whose fault is it really, lady? But anyways, that is a box. Has some Jordan, has some Kobe, some McGuire, a little bit of everything. And... good to look at. I probably should get back in there. I'm going to find some of my top loaders and probably protect some of those cards a little better than they are. And quite honestly, between moves and life, it's actually been, 2026. So I literally bought most of those cards 26 to 28 years ago. So... I think that is I'm going to say that is why, if you get stuff, you keep it, and it might have some value someday. Anyway, have a good one. Bye.